Hello.
Hi.
And welcome to
Wine.
Liars.
And beer.
And this is episode 10.
It is.
We've done it.
We did.
We were supposed to have a milestone episode where it was just me and Dina, but again, we had to kick off our ex-guest last week, so we're doing a double duty this week. It's just me and Dina.
Yes.
I'm Amy.
I'm Dina.
And we're here to talk about all things fun.
Always.
So, this week, Kim Kardashian went and visited Donald Trump. Did you know that?
No.
Yes, she did.
Where did you see that?
All over the internet.
Oh, okay.
And she, we have this, Kanye thing going on or whatnot, but we're going to ignore that for a minute. But she, not one, not two, but three references to her butt. Hold on, I'm going to bring it up for a second because I want to talk about it because I want to get your opinion on whether or not she should be insulted, because we all know that the Kardashians work very hard on having their images public, right?
Yes.
So she goes out of her way to look good for people. Yeah. She wants people to notice her parts.
Mm-hmm.
So is the fact that she was body shamed by the New York Post an issue? That's really what I know.
Did she have an issue with it?
I'm not really sure if she did or not, but
and look where it's coming from too.
The New York Post.
Yeah,
I know, seriously. But people made issues about it. They they were very upset. Okay, so it said the other big ass summit, because you know that Trump is trying to go to Korea to get this is meeting. Yeah. Kim Jong-un pitches prez on prison reform.
Oh my god.
Referring to her.
This is on the front page?
On the front page of the Post. And there's one more reference to her, but that is kind of cut off here. But regardless, my question is, if we're going to go out of our way to make ourselves beautified or publicly focus on certain body parts, should we be insulted when people pay attention to it?
No, I don't think so.
Absolutely not, right?
Nope.
I mean, in current times, people want to be noticed.
Mm-hmm.
They publicize themselves on Instagram. They put pictures. We live in selfie society.
Yeah. Hashtag selfie.
Hashtag selfie. We did it tonight, right? Well, it is, but you look for situations to take pictures of yourself.
Yeah.
So I don't know what her reaction was to it on to be honest, but people have been losing their minds over it. I'm not the biggest Kim K fan, but this is in poor taste and it's sexist.
Really?
Yeah. Just in case readers interpret this double entendre to be referring to their common personality traits, or reference Kim K's butt 3 times is too trite even for you all. I don't know. People paid attention to my big ass.
Yeah, I don't think I would be complaining. I know.
Right?
That's
Go
so
ahead.
bizarre.
Talk about me on the cover of the New York Post.
This is what people have to worry about?
Seriously. I don't know. So she actually, all right, so here's it. The issue that the socialite has been advocating for months. This has been going on for a long time. And she's been actually using Kanye's outrage to get her voice out there, So she has gotten a door open for her to go and talk to President Trump. There's a woman called Alice Marie Johnson. She's 63 years old, and she's serving a life sentence for a non-violent drug offense. Life sentence for non-violent drug offense. So obviously, that's a little extreme.
Yeah.
Right? Non-violent
It doesn't
drugs.
really make sense. Yeah.
How many people in the world do drugs and are not serving any time at all in prison sentence? I'm not exactly sure what happened, but I'm sure, they're going to pull all kinds of cards in this situation, but hopefully she gets through. I'm not sure what the outcome was on this situation, but maybe.
And this has been something she's been advocating for a while?
Yeah. No, I've seen, she's been talking about it, and that's why she's been kind of calm in the background, and she's coming out. But my point is, I don't want to get into politics or laws or whatever.
It's about Kim Kardashian's butt.
Yes,
I know.
About her butt.
Yeah.
And why people are saying that it's a terrible thing that people are paying attention
she obviously works very hard to have the body that she does.
There is a difference between body shaming and body gaming.
Yeah.
And this is a situation where she is getting lots of game, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I think people should just let it go.
And if she's not concerned about it, then...
Absolutely not. How many times have we seen her rear end posted in her own pictures, right? Seriously. All right, so now she's trying to go all, official on us. And a little bit of butt might not, be such a big deal. Okay, so another thing that I want to talk about this week is our experience in Brooklyn.
Oh, yes. We went there last weekend, right? Yes, last weekend.
I know. These 4-day weeks feel like forever, right?
Yeah.
Happy Memorial Day, everybody.
Yes. Yes. Summertime is around the corner. I mean, this is, I guess, the unofficial start to summer. But we went into Brooklyn, and we went into Williamsburg, which I've never been to Well, no? I mean, besides Brooklyn Bowl.
Right,
but
at night.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. All right, so we've taken the form, we've gone to Brooklyn.
But not walking around and, seeing
at night.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, we've done some bar hopping in Williamsburg prior to this weekend. Don't you remember the last time we were there?
I mean, we were
bit.
in and out, a few bars, that was it.
Yeah. In the dark. Yes.
No, but
that makes sense. I love Williamsburg.
Yeah, the artwork that's all over the walls.
So I've recently read a couple of articles that people are leaving Brooklyn and moving to Austin.
Oh, really?
And now I've been,
it's a similar vibe.
Right? Now that I've been in both places, I can see. Yeah, all right, we're leaving the dirty nitty-gritty New York City and going to the wide open spaces of Austin, because you've got the city of Austin, but you've also got, outskirts, suburbs and mountains and, fields and those crazy little meteor holes in the ground or upside-down trees or whatever. But the whole vibe was very similar. Live music, lots of live music venues in both Brooklyn and Austin.
Artwork.
Street
artwork.
Not like your MoMAs or Guggenheims.
I mean, a lot of bars and restaurants all throughout the neighborhood.
Very hipsterish. Totally good feel vibe.
Yeah.
I would stay there longer if I could.
It was also
Isn't that a song?
Oh my goodness.
Yes, it's my song.
Which song?
Amy, what you want to do? Anyway, Brooklyn and Amy, we're both the same here.
What was it? Oh, but it was also 92 degrees out the day that we were walking around.
Yeah, so it was like Austin and Brooklyn.
Yeah, it was hot as hell.
We were dripping.
Yeah.
And we went there for a photo op.
Did we get the photo op?
We took tons of pictures. Yeah. So there's this experience this is another hashtag Black Cloud situation that a person who's into marketing, she's not a real artist, so to speak, but she set up this pop-up experience where her interpretation of dreams was set up in a series of rooms and hallways or whatnot, and it was extremely interesting.
Yeah.
So it was only supposed to be there till May 31st, and the only weekend that we had available was
last weekend,
Memorial Day weekend. So I'm like, I have to do this because I'm so into these stupid experiences. Well, it wasn't stupid. I use the word stupid all the time, but I never mean it.
This was the first one that I've ever been to, though.
Yeah, right? So I get it, and the tickets were, a certain amount of money, and then a week after I buy the tickets, I get an email from the Dream Machine saying we will be extending our stay through July, which would give us many more opportunities
during the middle of the week
for a portion of the price, which did not make me very happy, but I don't know if I would go back. We kind of rushed through it. We didn't get as many opportunities. I guess we would know what to look for the second time around. But it was fun.
It was different. Definitely different.
And we got some good photo ops.
Yeah.
We definitely did.
Yeah, the lighting was nice.
In certain rooms.
Yes.
Yeah. It was a little bit of an obscure situation. Walking through dreams.
Yeah.
With other people.
What was your favorite room, though?
I have a couple of things to say. I wish we had more time in the cloud room.
The first room.
Right?
Yep.
I think that even though we were the last ones out of there, I don't feel like I got to experience it.
Yeah, we could have taken pretty cool pictures in there.
definitely. And I also, I kind of really like the laundry room.
I like the laundry room too.
The laundry room there was so much to look at in that room.
I like that room that was in the laundry room with the lights hanging down.
Oh, the dryer.
Yeah.
And you actually walked into the dryers, right?
Yep. That was pretty awesome. That picture was pretty awesome from there. And the people there were so nice, so helpful, like taking our picture and telling us what settings are best for each room and things
saying
like
that we were going to be superstars because I think we were having a lot of fun compared to other people. And we went in a later session and they actually pinpointed us. So I think we really enjoyed it. Yeah. Because people are attracted to good energy. So if they were coming to us, and then remember that guy who was on his lunch break and he was like, I heard in my earbud. Yeah. So they were actually talking about it because that's how much we were enjoying it, or trying to anyway.
And if you notice on like their Instagram, like people get pretty dressed up to go. Like people, I guess, know that they're going to be taking these pictures, and they're like dressed to the nines.
Well, we knew too, but we went the opposite way.
We did the t-shirts.
We made our own t-shirts, which were noticed.
Oh yeah,
yeah. People thought that was a severely cool thing.
Yeah. So that was nice, and when we did go to Brooklyn Bowl after that.
Yep, and we skipped Brooklyn Brewery.
Yes, it was
so hot.
Yeah.
We just needed to get to the next spot and just pop a squat.
Yeah, and then by the end, I was just ready to go home and jump in the shower.
So we'll be back in Brooklyn. We have to do the bridge. And we'll just make another itinerary because there are some really cool breweries in Brooklyn besides Brooklyn Brewery.
Yeah.
And we'll just make a day of it. And we'll get some more photo ops, and it'll be all good.
Yes.
But the next day, I went back to.
Oh, that's right. You went to the city.
I went to another borough. I went to Manhattan, did the Times Square tourist thing, and while I was doing that, you, on the other hand.
Oh, that's right. I went on another wine tour. Yeah, and I haven't drank wine since my last wine tour outing, where I did get sick from all the wine.
You were with another group of party people.
Yeah, I was with another group of friends for a friend's birthday. Now this group, for most of them, I'm not gonna, I might have been the oldest out of the group. And then there were my other two friends who were a little bit younger than me, but then the rest of our party was 24. Okay, 24. And I knew when we got into this, it was like a van. It wasn't a limo. It wasn't a bus. It was like the van that we kind of took home from the city.
A Mercedes?
It wasn't a Mercedes one. It was bigger.
Okay.
And inside was, like, the seating was around.
Okay.
So it was like a limo on the inside, but it was like a van on the outside.
Okay.
There were shades that covered all the windows, so it was dark inside the van. There was cool lighting. You didn't know where the hell you were unless you looked, like, pulled the shade up. We had no clue. And, so we started at Osprey's Dominion. That was a good time, but the weather was kind of crappy, so we had to stay inside. And a lot of these vineyards, the ideal location is to be outside.
Yes.
So that if you are a little bit rowdy...
I mean, enough or nothing, it is, like, summer. It's after... It's post-Memorial, or was Memorial Day weekend at that point.
So we went there, had some wine, they're not... What are they called? The people who pour the tastings? Do they have a special name?
Are they bartenders?
I don't know. I mean...
Sommeliers?
We'll have to look into that. But
whatever.
The girl who was serving our party at the VIP table was really, really great. And she actually told me about the moonshine place that we have to go there. So that's something we'll have to do. And then... we had our tastings at Osprey. We were there for, I guess, about an hour and a half, maybe. And our next stop was Baiting Hollow. So we get into the van again. Now, what I meant to mention earlier was that these friends of mine were drinking the second that, actually before we even got on the van. So we met at somebody's house at like 9:30 a.m. They were drinking champagne, mimosas.
Okay.
I skipped that part.
You did.
That was my downfall.
Of skipping?
The last time. No, the last time.
Oh, okay,
was
okay.
the champagne in the
so
morning.
you said, I'm going to be smart this time, and I'm going to skip
I'll
the
wait
downfall.
till I get into the... Well, not into the van. I did have a...
Oh, you drank in the van?
I had a glass of a cup of champagne in the van.
Okay.
But I didn't have a bottle of champagne in the van.
Okay.
Or two. So, alright, so Osprey Dominion get there, we leave. We go to Baiting Hollow. So, we get off the van at Baiting Hollow, and at each winery, you know how somebody meets you there because you have a reservation, and they kind of greet you. So there was this girl there. She had to be from Ireland. Like, she had an accent. And
a brog.
She was giving us the lowdown. Now, I've been to Baiting Hollow before. I don't remember there being so many rules there. I don't know if it's
Have
because...
we ever been with the group to Baiting Hollow? I feel like we've
Maybe
been
we
there.
just have gone, like, a few of us at a,
Is Baiting Hollow the one that had those frozen wine drinks?
Yes.
Okay, so we were there on a limo
we were
then.
there. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah,
because
that was
I remember,
my birthday, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah. I don't remember getting rules at Baiting Hollow.
No, so we got off. The second
Somebody
we got
must
off,
have ruined it. Too many wine tours.
that and probably everything that went on with that Vineyard
48
and things like that. So she went down the list, and
There was a list.
there was a list.
What was some of the rules?
Like, don't be rowdy.
Oh.
This is a family establishment.
Oh. Family winery.
Yeah.
It's good to know.
And you can't obviously you can't bring outside things inside, things like that. And then all of a sudden she came to a rule that if somebody happens to get asked or told to leave in your party, your whole party has to leave. So if one person gets kicked out, you're all out.
Okay.
Which is a little bizarre. I mean, I get it, whatever. So at that point, I'm thinking in my head, and I'm looking around at the friends that I'm with, and I'm like, all right. So we get there, we go in, we get to the bar, and one of the guys that was there, he all of a sudden just starts ordering bottles upon bottles upon bottles. Like, literally probably 5 bottles of wine for all of us to, like...
Share.
Mm-hmm. So we get these bottles of wine, we find a seat inside, we're just having a good time. And then all of a sudden, one of the security guards comes up behind us with another guy in the party who I just met that day. He wasn't a friend of mine. And the security guard was like, is this guy with you? And we look, and they're like, yes, he's part of our party. And the guy, he was very nice about it. He said, we're going to have to ask him to leave. And we're kind of like, why?
How long are you there at this point?
Not even probably a half hour.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And he's apparently, from what I was overhearing, is this particular person fell asleep in the bathroom, I guess, somehow. And I'm thinking someone might have just walked in and saw him, like...
But he wasn't being
passed
rowdy
out.
or anything.
No, but he was sleeping on the toilet.
So send him to his car.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Send him to the van.
Why
yeah,
does
let
the
him
whole
sleep.
party have to leave?
That's the rule, apparently.
But he wasn't being rowdy.
No, he was just sleeping, and I guess he was overly intoxicated at that point.
There was a time when we were at Baiting Hollow, and I have evidence to prove this. There was a man sleeping on a table.
Yeah.
He actually passed out and got on a table.
Yeah. No.
So somebody who was in the bathroom sleeping was asked to leave?
Yeah, and maybe it had to do with the fact that it was a group of young people, and, we didn't come in quiet to begin with, so they had their eyes on us, I feel like. We were a large group.
You were rowdy walking.
Yeah, so he said, cause someone had said, can we just bring him can he go to the van and, like, sleep in the van? And the guy was like, no, unfortunately, you all have to leave. So at that point, we took our bottle. But not only that, we had to then, if we had any wine in our hand, we had to literally chug the glass of wine, and give the bouncers on the way out our glass before we left. So, and we had open bottles of wine too. So we had to
So what do you do with the open bottles?
Well, we had to kind of get them out somehow.
Really?
Yeah. So we just went in the van, and you know what? We sat in the parking lot and ate our lunch, and that was it. I mean, and then we went to that LIV, the vodka distillery.
They didn't kick you out of the parking lot?
We were only in the parking lot for like 10 minutes.
Okay.
So, and we went to the vodka distillery, and I've never been there before, so that was the first time for me.
How was that?
It was nice.
Recommend it?
I would. I didn't drink at all there because I had a prior engagement after that I had to take an Uber to, but and I didn't want to go from champagne to wine to vodka.
Yeah.
That's a little too much, I think, but if it was nicer out, it would have been better because the outside area was really nice.
I know, speaking of nicer, this summer is taking forever to creep in,
know,
right?
This fog. Yeah, the fog. So that was my Sunday, and it was good. No, I didn't throw up this time, so that was a plus.
Yeah.
And then Memorial Day, kind of just hung out.
Yeah.
Like, low-key.
Very low-key.
Mm-hmm.
Lines were tremendously long last week, starting on Thursday. We went to ladies' night.
Oh, at the deck.
Thursday.
Yeah.
We got there pretty early. We were just, trying to kill some time and figured that we'd get a drink in here and there. But we left around 9:30, 10 o'clock, and the line for...
To get in.
At 9:30 was extremely long.
Yeah.
So going out Memorial Day, if you guys did, I hope you survived. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had time.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Waiting online
Yeah.
and then getting in and then waiting online to get drinks. Like,
Yeah.
how much fun could that possibly be?
I know.
I don't know. I'd rather take a bus and get kicked out of Vineyards. Or prance around Brooklyn in the sweltering heat.
Yeah.
Well, good
It's
times.
a good productive weekend.
It was a good productive weekend. All right, so...
Go ahead.
Topic of the night, like the big topic of the night, is something that has to happen to, I was going to say 90% of the population.
But I think it's more, probably.
You think it's more?
It has to be.
I don't know, because I hear about all these beautiful love stories where people just kind of like
Maybe
meet and
people
fall in
just
love
don't,
and blah,
like,
blah, blah. But what's the
accept it.
deal with ghosting?
I didn't even know what that was.
You didn't know?
No.
All right, so I guess maybe other people don't know
like,
either.
I just didn't know the word for it, I should
All right,
say.
well, ghosting is when you are, in a conversation with somebody, you're talking, maybe you see each other once in a while, who knows, maybe you even have like a full-fledged relationship, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the person just kind of falls off the face of the earth and disappears.
Yeah.
That's called ghosting.
Okay, makes sense.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
They just disappear. And then you have no idea, what did I do? And I sent you a link for Cardi B song today.
Yes.
Did you have a chance to listen to it?
No, I didn't have a chance to listen
But
yet.
there's a line in that song where she says, you have me looking in the mirror, like, differently now, wondering if it's something that I did. When it probably isn't something that we did at all. Because if somebody's willing to ghost, like, that's you. That's you being a coward. That's you being... But you're making us feel super insecure and wondering, is it the way I look? Is it what I did? Is it what I said? What's going on? And the other line in the song that really, like, stands out to me in this whole, like, ghosting situation and makes me kind of sad about, like, the world that we live in is there's this, like who gives a fuck movement.
Yeah.
Like, I'm supposed to not care about anybody in order... And I totally addressed this last week, but it's only been 7 days. So I'm still, like, digesting this whole, like, how am I supposed to, like, move forward and not care about people? But she's feeling the same thing, Miss Cardi B, who's, like, all tough and has this tough exterior, because her line is, teach me to be like you so I cannot give a fuck. So this male counterpart of ours is really desensitizing us to, like, feelings.
Yeah.
And that's kind of sad.
They're, like, really good at this whole mind-fucking situation.
I know.
Yeah.
And it's super sad to me because... It's bad. Everybody has walls. I totally get that. Nobody wants to be hurt. Nobody wants to be vulnerable. But if we were to remove that feeling of, like, love and, like, wanting to connect to somebody else, we're also removing the availability to, like, feel hurt and pain. And those two things kind of coincide with each other. Like, it's okay to get hurt sometimes because...
It's part of life.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's going to happen regardless if you love somebody or not, because there's going to be something, or love somebody in the relationship format. Because you still can feel that loss and that pain without...
And I mean, I think it's kind of cliche to say, but it really does build part of your character, too.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, it strengthens you. Right?
Yeah, I definitely...
I don't know. It's like I give myself on everything now. Like, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
Because even at a platonic level, I'm having issues with this. Like, why? What is so hard? Especially with all the outlets for communication now, right?
Yep.
So I have this friend who I've known since I'm like 10 years old, right?
Yeah.
And we were like peanut butter and jelly. Right? We really were riding our bikes together. Salt and pepper. Butter and toast. Yeah. Give me another one.
Hashtag send.
Who knows, right? we went through like so many milestones together. Love, hate, whatever, you know. And then, you know, we disappeared off the face of the earth from each other. For a very long time.
So it wasn't like one side or the other?
No. I mean, there was a divide that happened, and it was like a severe miscommunication, like after the reconnect, like a year ago. I assumed something. I don't really remember his side of the story. But, you know, there was a breakup involved, and then you go your separate ways, and I guess I may have put high walls up. I don't know.
Put too much into something.
Yeah, I don't really know what happened, but regardless, a lot of years went by, and he kept popping his face in, like, oh, hey. And then gone. Hey. Gone. Hey. Like, what the hell?
And this is just on a friendship level.
Yes.
Yeah.
But why?
Yeah. And see what it's doing to us on a friendship level.
Seriously.
I know.
Like, why? What is the sense of popping in if you're jumping out?
Yeah.
All right, this is a pop in. I'm jumping 10 feet away. Yeah. Like, stick around, motherfucker. Like, what the hell is the matter with you? Seriously. I don't understand. So anyway, it's gotten a little bit better. There's been no face-to-face.
No.
At all.
Is he local in the area?
I'm in Long Island.
Okay. So it's not like, you can't just get in a car and, like, meet up for dinner.
Seriously,
and, like,
we're talking, like, less than a 20-mile radius, I am sure.
Yeah.
Like, this is not that big of a deal. Really isn't. Like, hello. Whatever. What are you afraid of?
Yeah, that's so weird.
Super weird. When we were, like I'm saying.
I know.
Like neighborhood friends. Do you have any neighborhood friends?
I mean,
you grew up on a tight road, right?
Yes.
Do you see them regularly?
Well, my one friend who lived across the street, who I was really close with, she was a little bit younger than me. She had recently, I guess within the past couple of years, moved to Georgia. So she's been in Georgia. Her parents actually just sold the house across the street a couple months ago. And they moved down to Georgia, too. And her siblings moved down. Like, they're all down there now.
All right. Well, proximity makes a little bit of a difference, for sure. Makes it harder. But still, like, that whole I'm here for you when I feel like being here for you, but I'm not here for you when I don't feel like it, kind of sucks.
Yeah. Oh, and when it's on someone else's terms.
And it's not fair.
No, it's not.
Because as much as you try not to think about it, the fact that you're trying not to think about it is thinking about it. Right?
Yeah.
Like that self-talk.
And then, like, and the self-talk, it's like you try to talk yourself
like, I'm
and
done.
You're like, I don't give a shit.
I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm done. I don't even want to, I don't care. Nope.
And that's what you say outside, like, out loud.
But half of you is, like, hoping, all right, you know what? Please.
And then you get that fucking text message and you're, like, right back into it.
I don't know what to do.
But then when you take it past that whole friendship level, like, you know, for instance, if you have a guy who, you are friends with, you have a friendship, that friendship might maybe cross the line at some point, and then maybe said guy, gets into a relationship with someone, which is completely fine because, you guys are friends.
But it's really not.
What, again, talking out loud.
When you cross that line.
And then, all of a sudden, said relationship...
It's ghosted. The friendship.
Yes.
Right? The friendship no longer exists.
Don't really hear from you much. Don't really, besides maybe seeing somebody out, in town, whatever.
Yeah, but when you see them, they ghost you in person then.
Yeah. Or give you like a, hey, what's up? And then keep going.
Like nothing ever existed between...
Yeah.
Yeah. This ghosting stuff has got to...
But then when said relationship goes south with, this girlfriend...
And they need a filler.
And then all of a sudden, the text messages start coming in again. So it's... Again, when it's on their terms. But we allow it.
We do.
We allow it.
And we kind of asked for this.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be my new rap. I'm going to drop some bars about asking for this.
I'll listen to it.
I'll put it out there.
I'll download it on iTunes.
I'll let you know when it hits because I'm about to go there, right?
Yeah.
It's about to go down, right?
I mean, what else do we have to lose at this point?
Seriously.
Oh, goodness. Do you want to, give a little shout out to somebody while we're on here?
All right, last week I made some comments about, the only male in my life that has my back. And he ghosts me at times, don't get me wrong, but most likely it's because he's either 1, deployed, or 2, in the field training, or 3, finding himself after being isolated in mud and tents and cots and eating
completely all acceptable. Understandable.
So, I went to Austin to have a good time for my birthday, and that's exactly what I did. And then
Then the Black Cloud life started.
Yeah, and
that
then
whole story.
I kind of used my brother as a scapegoat as to why I hate boys, and he is one of the least reasons why I do. So, shout out to my brother, who always has my back, who probably had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, no.
Because I didn't. That's my fault. And you know what? In the whole ghosting situation, maybe we do have to take a little bit of responsibility because I didn't include him. I moved from the group text to an individual text to keep certain people informed of what was going on. Because you know what? This is a whole nother topic for a whole nother episode, and I think it's on our list. Am I too nice?
Yeah.
Did I allowed him to, sleep out his hangover and because I knew when I woke up that morning, I wasn't going to wake him up. So
and if he would have known the severity of what was going on.
And if I would have reached out and harbored and been on top of it and been that stereotypical female of I need you, I need you, I need you, I need you, I need you. And I think that actually might be one of my flaws. Because for some reason I feel like men or the male, what is it called? What the heck is that word? I had a major brain blank right now.
What are you trying to say?
What are we called? What's the other word for female and male? Male, female. My God, what is your...
Gender?
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Male gender needs to be needed.
Yeah.
I feel like they do. And the fact that I don't need anybody, I think sometimes makes them not...
Intimidated?
I don't know, or just not really try. Because what the hell? You don't need to be saved. Freaking have it tattooed on my...
Yeah.
Well, maybe I should become a little bit more vulnerable and put myself out there more. Maybe people will, it's that's a cliche as well. That woman, that needs that, that she's a project. Let's fix this. Let's save her. Let's take care of her. Let's whatever.
I don't like that though. I don't like being that center of all that.
Yeah, no, me either. But it's either that or the ghost.
Yep.
We have to do some soul searching.
Two evils here.
Yeah, what are we going to do?
That's going to be our goal for the summer.
Well, I thought our goal was to be...
We have a lot of goals.
I thought we decided that we were going to be fuck girls.
Well, obviously that's going to be our goal. One of our goals. But this can go along with that goal.
Maybe our fall goal should be to become more vulnerable.
All right.
Somebody.
Okay.
Summertime's about living.
Yeah.
And having fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll be writing some diss tracks to our ghost boys. We will not be accepting any fuck boys because we are in charge, and that's what's pushing them away. And here we are, in a full circle, talking about all of this. So anyway, my brother, I am sorry for making you feel like you are the reason why I hate men, because you are not. We should throw in the hashtag daddy issues in here right now, because I'm sure that both of us can account that for some of our issues. Right?
Yeah, I completely agree.
I mean, if we're going to be, like, talking about, like, social topics right now, Drake, you better get onto that, like, pretend baby that you have out there, because they're going to have daddy issues, and then you'll be having your kid with a podcast about being ghosted all the time, and nobody's paying attention to them. And here they are, sitting at a table on a Friday night.
Complaining.
Talking about why nobody loves them.
No, that's really not like what
and it will be all your fault, Drake.
Yeah.
You know what else is your fault? That I have to remortgage my house
to
that I don't own 2 times.
Yeah.
To buy a couple tickets to your show. Whatever. All right, sorry. I was just
You're really upset about that.
I am so upset. I am super more upset that he didn't respond.
To your tweet?
He should have.
Yeah.
Whatever. All right, so honestly, the dream of Drake was on our bucket list for the summer. Drizzy dreams. But because of the cost, we're going to kick that off the list. And, we'll just have to...
Well, we'll keep it on the list, but it might just be a last minute...
Right, when Sugar Daddy shows up.
Yeah, when we find those Mercedes drivers.
Range Rovers.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes.
BMW.
Yeah.
Whatever. Just not the Ford.
Mm-hmm.
We're beyond.
Yeah. But, we were talking earlier tonight when we were having a few drinks and some food, how this summer we don't want it to be all about concerts. Because last summer we really kind of overdid the concert.
Well, our whole entire life has been revolved around
music.
Yeah.
Live music.
So it's time
Which is not a bad thing. Like,
no.
It's something I really enjoy. I don't feel like there's anyone really new besides Drake coming around.
Jay-Z, we haven't seen
Yes,
Jay-Z and Beyonce as a pair.
Yeah.
That's on,
Mm-hmm. But there's so many other things now that we have on our bucket list for the summer that are not revolved around spending all this money on seeing performers that we've seen over and over again.
You know what happened a lot last summer too is that we forward booked, right? We started booking like February, January.
Yes.
That we had all these things, and sometimes it came up where I was like, yo, we have to not have this opportunity because we already had this opportunity. So we didn't do that this year, which is good. Like, we didn't jump on certain things. So we have one plan, which is in September, which gives us a whole open summer.
Yeah. And there's, like, little things that we want to do. Like, I would say that I still want to do that Lavender by the Bay. And where it's, like, in East Marion, I think. Yeah. I want to say it's out there. But even recently, I've seen people that I'm friends with on Instagram and Facebook taking pictures there. It just looks so pretty.
Yeah. Photo ops.
Yeah. That's what So that was something that I think we need to do soon, because I don't know what the time frame of lavender.
Well, lavender needs full sun to grow.
So probably all summer long.
Okay. I've seen it's blooming now. Like, as I'm driving down the road, people have it planted.
I want to actually get some because it's supposed to be a repellent for mosquitoes.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
So I want to plant it around my pool.
I did, and it grows so nicely if you have full sun.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to grow it, but I have too many trees in my yard. I live like in a forest. But in my other house, it was like beautiful. People used to actually come to my house to pick the lavender.
Really?
Yeah.
Does it smell too?
Yeah, like lavender.
Okay.
Lavender sachets, and it's good. We put it in the camper.
Oh,
remember?
okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's on the list. Definitely do that. We have that St. Mark's Hotel, too.
Oh, my goodness. I cannot wait to talk about it. Let's not give away too much information.
No, because that'll be like a whole episode itself. And maybe we can even do the episode when we're there.
Oh, yeah. We should bring, No, we should definitely do that.
That's like the hotel in the city.
Hell's Kitchen, yep. And you know what? So we'll do pianos and St. Mark's and St.
Yes, let's plan that.
Okay.
Okay. I do want to do the Sugar Factory in the city, too.
Okay.
I've never been there. Have you ever been there?
Not in New York.
Okay. I just want to take a picture with one of those drinks.
They have the big 30 scoop ice cream thing too, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's a sugar factory.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So New York's sugar factory is probably not as iconic as like Orlando's.
Yeah,
or,
probably not. It's probably a little bit smaller.
We'll stick it in there.
Yeah. A friend of mine actually just told me about the Peconic River Herb Farm. Have you ever been there?
I've never even heard of it.
So she went there for her birthday.
Okay.
With her boyfriend, and they just went to hang out. It's just literally like she showed me the pictures. It's beautiful, and it's just
legal
open.
herb or
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. And I mean, it's free. It's a family type place, but it's really, really pretty, and it's just something different to do on a nice day.
BYOB or
that we'd have to look into.
I
think you can bring you can picnic there. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But try that.
Because everything's better with the bus.
That restaurant in Bayshore that I'm really interested in.
Coastal. We got to do that soon.
Yeah, because we've been following them on social media a lot, and just their drinks alone are kind of bringing me in a little bit.
Yeah, we need to venture out. We need to get out of our comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
The driving situation is a little bit of a... But I think we can take the train.
Take the train, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right
we
into
can.
Bayshore.
Yeah.
Flynn's. We got to go to Flynn's.
Oh, we have to do Fire Island more than once.
Yeah.
For sure.
Flynn's. I've been to Flynn's before. It's pretty fun. It's very fun, yes. I mean, it's just the whole being on a ferry schedule, which I don't like ever.
Yeah, but there's water taxis.
Yeah.
I know the expense, but...
Whatever. Yeah, do what you gotta do. We like the Riverhead Cider House, and they have the dueling pianos, so that's another one.
Yep. And big games.
Yes.
Life-size games. Giant Jenga. Big Connect 4. I love games.
Yeah. And then, of course, Jamesport Brewery out there. That's always a plus.
Yeah.
But there's a whole bunch of other breweries that I've never been to that are local.
Yeah.
I mean, that 1940s brewery in Holbrook.
Right.
Like, a little hole in the wall. Like...
Port Jeff Brewing Company.
Port Jeff.
Mustache.
Greenport. What else did I have? It was... Oh, the, that winery that's in Greenport. Have you ever heard of it? It's on, the cliffs, right?
No.
On the Sound. It's got that weird K name. Conta Costa.
Okay.
Yeah. It's beautiful. I hear, great things about it. A lot of my friends have been there, and they're, always saying, go there, go there. Sand City Brewery. Where is that?
I have no...
That's local. I want to say Farmingdale, maybe.
Farmingdale? We went to breweries in Farmingdale.
So, I don't know. We'll look that one up.
Okay.
But the Moonshine Place, of course.
Oh, yes.
And, a lot of the other ones that we kind of have on the list are more geared towards the fall, like that Angry Orchard.
Oh,
upstate.
yeah.
That would be a fall activity, I think.
Yep.
The Beauty and Essence brunch in New York City.
Oh, my goodness, I want to do that. Yes. That was supposed to be my birthday brunch, but I dipped out. Yep.
So.
Beauty and Essex.
What was the other thing that...
We get to get dressed up in, shoes and dresses. Yeah.
And there's other pop-up things in the city happening, but a lot of them aren't happening, the Pizza Museum is happening, the Ice Cream Museum is coming back, where you kind of lay in the whole tub of Skittles and take the sprinkles and take the picture.
Really?
Yeah.
I love pop-ups. Yeah.
We should do more of that.
I'm on a lot of, mailing lists and stuff for those pop-ups. Last year I did the... You Were Away. Breaking Bad.
Oh, yes.
Pop-up in Brooklyn.
That was pretty cool, though.
I loved it.
That was cool.
It was probably, I have to say, one of the most interesting and fun things I have ever done in my life. I will remember that forever. I am a severe fan.
Yeah, and I don't want... I've never watched... I've tried to get into it.
There are certain things, but I still think about Jesse to this day. So to go and reenact, that situation was a dream come true to me. So I will treasure those moments.
Yeah. And then there was one other place, which is not as... I mean, you can technically, I guess, go in the summer, but the Christmas Farm Inn in New Hampshire.
Oh, right.
Where it's Christmas all the time.
Yeah, we should do that in July.
Yeah, that would be fun in July.
Right, Christmas in July?
Yeah. But apparently they have, the whole Polar Express thing, I guess, that happens during the holiday time, where they, take a ride somewhere, whatever. But every room is, a different holiday theme. Pretty cool. great ratings, too.
Really?
I'm really into the ratings.
I know we have to start, like, doing ratings ourselves.
Yes.
No, I agree. I agree.
We got a lot on this list.
All right, so but it's June 1st.
Yes.
Today.
Yep.
You'll hear us June 1st, June 2nd, June 3rd. June 3rd, we'll put this one out. But, all right, so it's still the beginning of June.
Yep.
So June is kind of like the epitome
and a lot of these are day trips. Yeah.
Beginning of summer. So, start making your bucket list, too, friends.
Share it with us.
Like, seriously, go out and live and do stuff. And everybody, I mean... we're also big, like, fans of Gavin DeGraw, too. And he recently, when I was touristing in Times Square, Gavin DeGraw was roaming around in that very said neighborhood. And he made a post that said, if they build it, you'll Instagram it. And we all know. I mean, that's our biggest platform is Instagram, is that you're all out doing certain things that are so much fun. And that's kind of like what we're trying to do. So you're hearing the verbal part of the things that we do. Yep. So we want to hear about your parts.
And
also,
even if you take the pictures of all these fun things that you do, tag us.
Yeah, tag us for sure. Wine, Liars, and Beer. And then come and talk to us about it. Like, give us the opportunity to see what you did, and then we'll go do it. And then we'll talk about it if you're not open to talking with us. But next week we have we're back guesting.
Yes.
So we have another guest coming on. She is a local fun person. I'm not going to give too much away. I'll let her introduce herself and everything. But we have a whole summer open. We have spots open all summer. We're looking forward to seeing you. This was our 10th episode.
Yes.
So excited. Wish you could see my body language right now. I am a hand talker. I can never, like, not talk without my hand, but right now...
They're over your head right now.
I'm an arm talker. I can't do it. Like, this is something that actually takes a lot of work and effort. And, you know, we've made it. This is a big deal.
Yeah.
We're like a decade in at the moment.
Yeah.
A decade of
and 10
hours.
episodes. That's more than 2 months.
It really is. Yeah.
2.5 months.
Yeah. We started in April, and here we are.
Yes.
Or March. I don't even know, but
I don't even know.
Here we are.
Yeah.
We've got 10 in, and it's kind of exciting for me.
We're entertaining ourselves.
If not for nothing, this is our outlet. Somebody said to me the other day, there was a book that was published, and one of Jay-Z's videos, the director of the video knew about the book and put the title of the book on the back of Jay-Z's jacket. And then so I was interested in the book, and the guy wrote in the bio that he wrote the book and not for anybody to read. And I said to somebody, what is the point of, like, going through the process of publishing if you, like, that's a huge process if nobody's reading it? And they were like, well, you have a podcast no one listens to. Everybody needs an outlet. So I want you to prove that motherfucker wrong. Right? And show us that you're listening, because
seriously,
we've all been there, done that. And, you know, you can laugh about it.
Big one day.
Yeah. And you could say, yo, I was on their 11th. No, you can't be on our 11th.
No.
15th episode.
Yeah.
Their 20th episode. So reach out. We'll be around. And until then, big news.
Oh, yes.
I forgot. We're on iTunes.
We are on iTunes
So
now.
you can be alerted and get notifications weekly when we put our new episode out. So make sure you go on to iTunes and subscribe to our podcast so that every week when it's coming, you know, we like to do Sundays, but you never know if it's going to be 10 a.m. Sunday or 11:59 p.m.
Which has happened probably the past 2 Sundays.
But, you know, you'll get the alert and you can wake up to see that nice little Wine Liars and Beer logo on your phone so that you can click and listen on your commute or during your cardio like one of our listeners does.
That's exciting.
And, we're super excited. So, iTunes says we're good to go.
We are good. We got the A-OK for that.
All right, so but because we're on iTunes, we're off SoundCloud.
Yep.
But we're still on YouTube.
Yep. Instagram.
Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and WordPress. But we are a .com now as well. We have a totally upgraded. All right, we're moving on up.
You can still go to our WordPress and it'll direct you.
It will, but if you want to go to wineliarsandbeer.com, you can listen to our episodes there and read our little blog posts, because we do some writing in addition to what we talk about. It kind of gives you some background information. It's a little fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.